Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Ish Ish. You know how we do every week. Tubi Takeover Group. Let me close this door. Tubi Takeover Group. You know how we do. So, waiting for my guests to come on, but every week we interview creatives. Basically get them their flowers. We talk about everything, the industry, um, whatever whatever space they're in, whether it's filmmaking, music, um, makeup artists, FX. We talking about it all. Um, and so yeah, we do it every week. And I'm waiting for my guests to come on, and then we gonna take it from there. So remember, the group is To Be Takeover Group. So even though we film on this, we switch everything over to the To Be Takeover Group on Facebook. So that's how we do that, you guys. So, hey Bennett, so what you gotta do is send a request. Okay, got it. Hey, yes. Um,
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. My name is Benet.
Oh, Benet. Okay, Benet. All right.
You're not the first and not gonna be the last.
Sorry about that, but yeah, that's it. I love the name,
Thank
Benet.
you.
Gotcha. Okay.
I was trying
Um.
to look this up on my computer. I didn't know how to do it, so I just switched over to my cell phone.
Okay. Yeah. Now, sometimes it's the opposite for me when I try to do it on the computer. So you had a hard time on the computer, right?
Yeah, I had a hard time on the
Yeah,
computer.
me too. I don't know what it is about that, but it won't let you really go on from the computer because I'm on
Right.
my phone as well.
hmm
So thanks again. I definitely appreciate you being a part of the show.
Thank you very much for inviting me. It is a great honor to be talking to the admin of Tubi Takeover, one of the dopest groups on Facebook. Thank you for promoting uh, indie artists. Thank you for promoting indie films and also critiquing and giving us, honest feedback on our projects.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. So look, we gonna get straight into it. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So who is Benet?
Benet Embry is professionally, he is a writer, a director, an actor for Clearwater Productions, CEO, co-founder for all of those go into Clearwater Productions. He is also the owner, founder, CEO of Benet Embry Films, which works in conjunction with Clearwater. And also,
Benet. Benet. One moment. I mean to interrupt you. Okay. Yeah, because it
oh,
was like half of your face. Yeah. Okay.
all right, hold on. Let me see. Okay, hold on, let me see if I can get this right. Is this cool right here?
Yeah.
All right.
That's good.
So, Benet Embry is a writer, a director, an actor for Clearwater Productions. He is also the CEO of Clearwater Productions. He is also the owner, president, founder of Benet Embry Films. He is a retired podcaster on a show called The Benet Embry Show, which you can still see on YouTube. Um, he has 33 films to his credit. He was just given the title, although I don't know how, as the one of the up and coming directors on Tubi. Personally, he is a husband, a father, a brother, a son, and all of that good stuff.
Wow, that's big. That's big. Put it all together, but that is big. Wow. Well, congratulations on everything you're doing. Um, and
Wait a
you
minute, where
wear
are
a
you
lot of
from?
hats.
Well, where are you from?
I'm from New York.
Yeah, that's I heard
Okay.
it. I heard it. One of my
So,
best friends from the military, he was from New York. He took me up to NYC for 3 days, and I think we slept 2 hours that entire time there. That is truly the city that never sleeps. But I
yeah.
had to complete another blast. That was like 20 years ago. My liver is still recovering from it.
I know that's right. So, how did you get started in the entertainment industry?
Oh, I forgot to say poet because I started off as a poet.
Okay.
I wrote a poetry book, and with down here as well as up there, I'm sure. I used to hit a lot of open mics, laying down poetry, laying down verses, and somebody approached me and said, "Hey, um, we like the tone of your voice. Would you be interested? We like the cadence that you have. We like this. Would you be interested in stage play?" I said, "Okay, cool, yeah." And I didn't think nothing of it. I thought I would be one and done. And
Hmm.
then I ended up start doing stage plays. And then somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, we like your voice. Have you ever thought about doing a show?" And I was like, "Nah." So I went and auditioned for the Benet, which became the Benet Embry show. And it was something stupid like I had to talk 15 minutes on the pros and cons on how to peel a banana, something like that. And then from that particular point, I started, being that I had some experience on stage, different directors, started asking me for like little bit roles here and there. Like the first film I did, I literally stood up and shot myself in the head. I was on camera for 15 seconds. And from that, I was pretty much smitten. And what happened with me is because I'm 6'4", 265.
Okay.
So of course I was the security guard, I was the police officer, I was the bartender, I was something in my mind, although I appreciate all opportunities, minuscule. So I said, you know what, I can write my own roles. And so
Hmm.
I started writing films, and although I'm not in my films a lot, um, uh, um, for the simple fact that I think that's kind of cheating for somebody to write a film and then they turn around and star in it. I'd rather go audition, get a lead role, and put in the work that way.
Okay.
But I found it just as um, fulfilling to give other people opportunities and to bring the vision that I'm writing down to life.
Hmm.
So I started off that way. So that's pretty much how I got started with everything.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's that is true. I mean, there's different ways to look at it, but I write too, filmmaker, and I'm really in my stuff. I'm in it sometimes, but I'm always in it by like default. You know
Right,
how you people that don't show up in the last minute, what you gonna do? You gonna let your stuff fold, or you
right,
gonna jump in?
right.
I'm in
You
it
got to,
like that.
yeah, you got to jump. You got to jump right in it.
Hmm. Now I see you. So you from Texas, right?
Born and raised in East Texas, a town called Tyler, Texas, not to be confused with Turl, Texas, which is where Jamie Foxx is from. But
Okay.
Tyler, Texas, the Rose City, the Rose capital of the world. Went to the military, got out the military, started going to school in Dallas, and I just been in Dallas ever since.
Oh wow. Okay. So that's what I want to ask too. What is the film culture, the film scene like there? Because you hear Atlanta, you hear the Detroits, you hear the, New York even, but you know, I don't hear that much about Texas. So how is that? How is the scene out there in terms of
Uh,
film?
if you look at it, three films from Dallas, one, two, four films from Dallas just dropped the same week Ruthless Atonement dropped. You had Holiday Bay. You had Get Out, Holiday Bay by Snoop Robinson. You had Get Out by DeMarcus Bailey, and
Okay.
you had my film dropped. Ruthless Atonement. Please go check it out, watch it. And then Frenemies, another a TV series by Snoop Robinson is coming out. So the film culture is that in Dallas is on the rise. And you got Kendrick King coming out with Gigolo. You have another movie coming out, Karma and Heels. You have all of this stuff. So Dallas is pushing. We definitely pushing.
Okay. That's what's up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm familiar with some of them. Um, I watched yours. That was good.
Thank you.
I didn't watch Holiday Bay. I try to watch all of them,
Right.
when I can. In the middle of doing my own stuff, I try to support. because that's
I
what
can
it's
dig it.
about.
I can dig it. I can
Hmm.
dig it.
Now you wear a lot of hats. So which one, if you could pick, which one is your favorite and why?
That is a loaded question because I love to act. I love it. I love stepping outside the box and being out stepping outside the box and portraying somebody different than who I am. Just like with Papa Doc, I'm not from Haitian. I'm not from Haiti.
Right.
I'm not anything close to that character, but I enjoyed playing that character.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a cross between acting, but I also love the writing and directing aspect of it because you a filmmaker, it's completely and utterly dope when you start off with a concept, right?
Yeah.
And then you put it all together, and then when
Mm-hmm.
you get picked, you pick your cast and everything, and you see that flow, you see it just actually come to life right before your eyes, and it started off with that idea.
Mm-hmm.
So to pick one, ah, I say I can't do it. I just say acting and directing. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Okay, let me rephrase it. Which one makes you feel, or which one has your creativity where it's just like it's no closure to your creativity? Which one is the least where you just have
Oh, writing,
writing?
writing and directing. Yes,
Okay.
because you write your script right, and then when you get on set, you have in your mind you got your shot list. But then when you get on set and you see it, and then all of a sudden, hey, you know what? This might be a dope shot here. Or this may be a dope shot there. Or hey, you know what? Instead of saying this line, let's emphasize this versus this and things like that. So it's just
Right.
little things that come into play when you're an actor. You study your character, you get in your role, and you're taking direction.
Right.
With on the other side with the creative flow when you're writing it,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know about you, like when I first write a script, I literally have. First off, I'm normally working on 17 scripts at least at one time.
Whoa.
Second thing is that, yeah, I mean, because maybe watching football, and you know what, this will go good in this script,
Mm-hmm.
and then I go from this script and this script and this script. But with the writing aspect of it, my scripts be excessively long, and I enjoy going back rereading it. Why did I write that? Oh, I know where I wrote that. Okay, I can cut this part, cut that part to come up with a good, solid 90 to 110 page script,
Mm-hmm.
because that's going to get you between an hour and a half and 145.
Right.
You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just bring it to life from that aspect.
Right. Wow. I'm still stuck on the 17 scripts. I'm still stuck on that.
Well, older man, younger woman. See, I've been married 12 years. I started writing that script literally 12 years ago. I just kept playing around with it, playing around with
Mm-hmm.
it, playing around with it, and everything. Before that, there was another script I was hired to do, and that film never came out, called Love Torn Between Two.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just started focusing on older man, younger woman, which is indirectly about me and my wife because, like I said, she's 20 years younger than me.
Okay.
So of course we had all the ridicule and some of the stuff, and oh, she's a gold digger, oh, he's a pedophile, and blah blah this. I mean, shit, hell, she was over 21 when I met her. Hell, she's grown. But how do you feel dating somebody and you went to school with her mama? All of that dumb shit. So I try to. I'm sorry for cursing. I do that.
No, that's okay.
Yeah. So, but it fuels the passion and the desire and the want. So I say, you know what? That's taboo in our culture in some
Mm-hmm.
parts of the world, and
Yeah.
let me show the benefit of that and some of the negativity of that, so we can at least invoke a conversation about it. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we
Mm-hmm.
can start, because my thing is with when I'm writing, of course we want to entertain because that's where the money comes come in.
Oh
But
yeah.
I also want to educate and entertain, and you don't have to dumb one down for the other. We can
Right.
put out a dope film and give some people some things to talk about. Like I'm not gonna put just naked women running all the way through my movie, especially
Right.
when it's uncalled for, because now you're cheating the craft. You're
Right.
using shock value versus actual skill to write. You understand what
That's
I'm saying?
true.
There's
That's
no
true.
reason for a woman to just have her ass out, just to have her ass out, or to actually show, full frontal or actual hunching. You can shoot that a different way where you can give the illusion of it and still have the same effect.
Right.
So that's just my little spiel on it.
No, you're 100%. You 100% right. Um, so you gave me a thought about something. So I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. When it comes to so how long have you been directing and do you
So,
film yourself? Do you actually shoot yourself or
no, I'm not. I'm behind the camera, but not like that. I started doing the writing and directing, I want to say 2022.
okay.
Yeah, because we wrapped Older Man, Younger Woman in 2022. It
Mm-hmm.
came out in 2023, and then went straight into production, 10 Toes Down. Now it's called The Message. Please go check that out on Tubi, Amazon Prime, Manza, Plex. We on 12 platforms. And so yeah, I've been doing that. And what was the second part of your question?
Um I'm already thinking about the next question. I can't remember what I was because I kind of freestyle. I write down things as you say things and stuff pop up. Um I wanted to ask you about I asked you how long were you directing and filmmaking, then I asked did you shoot? That's what I
No, we hire a film crew. Older
mm-hmm.
Man, Younger Woman was shot by Vernon Snoop Robinson. You can look him
Okay.
up. The Message was shot by Super Ted. I call him Super Ted. Ted Ramonsola, and then Ruthless Atonement was shot by Snoop. What we try to do with Clearwater, and I'm still looking for that third DP.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we try to rotate the DPs that we use so each film has its own unique look, its own
Right.
unique feel, because how you shoot is also a character in the film. Your
Oh yeah.
locations are a character in the film. You can
Mm-hmm.
have a dope script with superb acting, but if you just got in a room with bare walls, you're gonna lose something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's more to it than that. But yeah, no, I can't work a camera yet.
Right.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Right. You bring a valid point because it is important. Production value, different things bring up your production value. I was just talking to somebody about that. Sometimes people don't realize that.
Oh,
You bring up your production value and you can lower your production value based on like where you shooting at and how your set is. Sometimes I look at a lot of stuff and I see stuff where you taking a shortcut
yeah.
and you shoot and you might shoot I mean, it is good if you can get one location right, but does that bring any production value to your set just shooting in one location? Because maybe you're trying to save money and it's just like it kind of looks boring to the
I agree.
viewers.
Well, give an example. We are indie filmmakers, which means we don't have the big $1 million budgets to,
Mm-hmm.
do all that stuff. So if you have to rent out an Airbnb, you can simulate that being three houses. You use the downstairs for a couple of
Mm-hmm.
scenes. You can use the upstairs to simulate a whole new house, and then you can use your backyard and the outside as another backyard.
That's
I
right.
get that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But like I said, with in the indie world, that's why when people make, you know, uh, they call them Tubi movies, and I hate that term
Me
because
too.
yeah, because I make films that happen to be on Tubi, but that's not the end all be all. You understand what
Right.
I'm saying?
That's right.
There's going to be some mistakes because we don't have that, and for people just to beat the filmmaker down, they have, I know it is hard to get this film together, go through pre-production, have your meetings, then go through production, then have your post-production, and make sure everybody gets paid, and make sure everybody gets fed, and make sure you talk to the distributor to get your films out. All of that, and some of that stuff, hey, if you want to just look to find something to talk about, good. Once you click on that link and you watch a couple of minutes of it and you see something that you don't like, I still got that impression. That's what pays us.
Yeah.
That still raises, you know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
find whatever you wish, but I want to let people know to give these filmmakers now, between you and I, don't tell nobody. Some of the movies that they just put on there is just pure shit.
Mm-hmm.
Some movies on there, you can tell if this person had more money in their budget, they really
Mm-hmm.
had a concept and an idea to flow with that. Oh, real quick. Shout out to Lucretia Johnson. She is in Older Man, Younger Woman. She plays the college professor. She's in The Message. She plays the lieutenant, and you'll see her when she's walking by. She throw a thing up like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't in Ruthless Atonement because Lucretia Johnson is such a superb actor. I can't keep giving her bit roles. She has to
Right.
have a bigger, expanded role. That is my friend. That is my sister. Also, shout out to Jason Ivey. He is one of the premier actors in Dallas. The brother is very insightful. He is also a filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
When I do a movie, I always let him screen it first. Hey, bro, what's your thought? And he's gonna give it to you real, and he's also gonna give you some encouraging words. Fellow veteran, everything like that. So I see them two on the live. So I just wanted to shout them out real quick. Oh, and Mike Wynn, the poet in Dallas. If you need a poet, New York, hit up Michael Gwynn, Mike Gwynn. Hit him up. He's been rocking the poetry scene for years down here, and the brother's constantly dope.
Okay. Wow. All right. You said so many things in that. It is people that people watching the films, whether it's on Tubi, Amazon, Netflix, wherever it's on. They do not. They can't. They can't have. They don't. What it takes. Even a movie that's whack, shitty, whatever. However you want to. Even that kind of movie still takes a lot to put everything together.
It does.
Everybody together to get. I mean, budgeting. It's just so much stuff that goes into film to putting something together. You know, and I don't think a lot of people don't realize that. So it's easy for you to sit on how that trash is this, is that, is that. But I give my hats is always off because
Right.
I know and you know what it takes and what it took to do it. You know,
Yeah.
no matter what the final thing came out, it still took a lot. Still
And
took a
these are
lot.
first
It
time.
takes a lot.
And you're right, because these are first time filmmakers. You know, because luckily, like what I do, I hire people. If I don't know, then I hire people that do know. If
Mm-hmm.
I'm the smartest person in the room, then I'm in the wrong room.
Exactly.
So when I went to with Older Man, Younger Woman, with anything, I'm constantly learning. So no, we can't shoot this. So if I'm talking to my DP, say, hey man, we can shoot it this way, but we may want to do it this way because of this angle. The light hits here and the light hits there. Oh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. Well, what about this? And we'll collab right there on the spot.
Right.
So it's a lot of collaboration. You have to put yourself or surround, and this is for first time filmmakers, and I can still consider myself learning the game because there's so much stuff to it you'll never really understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Hire, within your budget, because I know the budget is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Within your budget, place people around you that first off has your best interests.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, believe in your product. Third of all, that can insightfully inform you without being disrespectful about your project and how to shoot it. Shout out to my man Snoop Robinson who just joined the live, and I'm gonna use him as an example. When I give him a script, we'll discuss it, we'll talk about it. We may have this image and idea in our head.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get on set and he'll start thinking and we'll just start collabing right there on the spot. And find somebody that you can work with that has good chemistry. And
Mm-hmm.
then when we get the post and start editing, we may look at 100 shots. Yeah, I like this, I don't like that. Well, we may want to do this, we may want to do that, whoop de woo, whatever the situation is. But the whole point is, if that brother didn't have that knowledge, my shit films would have been shitty. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't have Ted working with the CGI, doing the tricks with the camera angle, I never will forget it. If you watch The Message, when you see, shout out to Santasha Nicole, she played in that movie, she played one of the lead detectives. Ted was actually on the ground, on like shirt off on the ground, getting the shot because he's just that dedicated to it. You understand what
Right.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That fight scene with A.D. Scott and Corey Epstein, you'll see behind the club or whatever, you see Snoop running around with his gimbal, making sure everything is straight, getting that real dope tight shot on Corey's face, and then coming all the way out and then capturing the whole fight. So you
Right.
have to surround yourself with people who know the business, who know the art, who know the craft, that's
Yeah.
going to believe in you, that's going to believe in your project. So,
Right.
but it all starts with the writing.
Yeah.
Have you a dope concept and
Mm-hmm.
say something. Yes, we are here for entertainment. Comedy is comedy and drama is drama or whatever. But I've said this before on another interview. I am not ever going to write anything that caters to Black ignorance. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? I want to say something
Right.
in this message. This is a legacy.
Right.
100 years from now, 200 years from now, if my they
Hmm.
will at least be able to pull up one of my films and it's like, oh, there go Papa. What is he talking about?
That's right.
And I don't want them to see just naked ass running around or unnecessary. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I get it 100%.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Wow. You you hit it because sometimes you gotta have, you know, I don't know if morals is the right word. It just we all in here really to make money. We are, right?
Right.
We're not gonna just we're here to make money, but at the same time, just because you know, if I do like I'm not taking shots at people who do these type of movies, but if you just, hey, I know if I get some nice looking women on here naked, I know that it's gonna go. You know,
Right.
just because of that, that's not a reason why I should do it. Because really, sometimes all money is not good money. You know.
Well, my whole thing is, I appreciate you not want to take shots, but I do, and I want to implore to all these filmmakers to stop that because it cheapens the craft. And not only that, they're going to put us in this box. We as Black people scream about how we want to be represented, how we want to be remembered, how we want to be talked about, how we want to be all of this stuff. But if we keep putting out movies that's primarily all Black people
Mm-hmm.
in disrespectful light, we're talking about ourselves. How can we be mad with somebody else do it?
That's true.
So
Mm-hmm.
yes, every movie, although there's hood in everywhere, there's a hood and there's stories to tell in the hood world and the hood life. Everything. Can we talk about loving somebody? That's the sole purpose of Older Man, Younger Woman is to talk about how we can find love in unconventional ways and unconventional places. The
Mm-hmm.
sole reason why Xavier went off on Ruthless Atonement is because he had a love so deep for his wife that he was totally and utterly lost. Can you imagine being giving up everything for a particular person
Mm-hmm.
and to have that person and y'all baby
Yeah.
gone?
Yeah, that was good. That was deep
You
too.
understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not saying I agree with his tactics, but I understand.
You understand? Yep.
You
You
understand what I'm
understand.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because if something happened to mine, I allowed to flip out like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want him to be the hero, but I didn't want him to be the anti-hero because he was killing men, women. He did a whole setting folk on fire. He did all of that stuff. Be sure and go check out Ruthless Atonement, please. It's on
Oh yeah.
Amazon too.
Excellent movie, yo. Y'all definitely gotta check it out. That leads me to when you cast people, this is what I wanted to ask you too. When you cast people, right? If you have an actress, she's a good actress, right? Or actor. They're good. But they're messy. Or Facebook, Instagram, social media, real messy, drama, gossip. But they're excellent actor. Would you cast that person in your projects?
Nope, not at all.
Why not?
Filmmaking it's work, but it's supposed to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
We are away from our families. We work all week because I have a regular job, as most indie filmmakers have a regular job. The
Mm-hmm.
actors have regular jobs. And so on the weekends, when we're gone away from our families for 10, 12 hours a pop, 8 weekends in a row, I don't want anybody that's going to disrupt the flow of the production. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Your set should be a place of creativity and peace, wonder and excitement, fun, all of that stuff. Don't come on my set talking about somebody else's set.
Right.
Don't go to somebody else's set talking about my set. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying? People have different approaches and nobody's right, nobody's wrong.
Right.
It's just the comfort level into that. I've met some amazing people who are insanely talented, but I can't take a chance playing with the money,
Mm-hmm.
playing with production schedule, because it takes somebody can be 3 hours later and they push your whole film back a day,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
two,
Mm-hmm.
depending on how you got your location set up.
Yeah.
And then you got to put in extra hours and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So although I appreciate their talents and everything like that, I want everybody to eat. What did Tupac say? I want everybody to eat, but some people can't eat at my table or something to that effect.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah.
And it's like that.
Yeah, that's true. I just wanted to know your take on it because I actually feel the same way as Bypass. I don't want any negative energy
Right.
affiliated with me, with my set, with none of that. Um, how do you feel about? Because I know another route people go to is they'll get, you know, somebody that got that celebrity quality or that image, high profile, and they'll get them on their film. They might bypass a whole bunch of actors for this one because they got a name, they got a following. Do you cast based on that?
Right now, I don't have the money to pay those type of people yet.
Right.
um, it's always good to have somebody with what they call a recognizable face. That's
Mm-hmm.
a reason why a lot of the good films, like we pitched Ruthless to to BET, All Black, all of those stuff, but we didn't have a recognizable face.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't want to pick it up. Okay, cool, granted. We at Clearwater, we believe we make our own stars. You understand
Right.
what I'm saying?
I feel the same way.
Older Man, Younger Woman won 4 awards with
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Gardner and Diamond Kirsten both winning Best Actor and Best Actor and Best Actress. The
Mm-hmm.
Message won 12 awards with Santasha Nicole, Rachel Garrett, Sarah, Ashley L'Oreal. They all won awards. Ruthless Atonement won 28 awards. It is by
Wow.
far the most successful film. And you can go look this up. This is by far the most successful film that's ever came out of Dallas.
Wow.
And the major flex for me is more important than that. Everybody who's a main character on that movie, including myself, has won an award domestically and internationally.
Wow.
So the main everybody from A.D. Scott to Lenita Bryant to Santasha Nicole to Jada J to myself to Hudrell Jones. Jamal Randall just got nominated at a film festival over in France. And we have another film festival we put into with Barcelona. We're doing that for the overseas drop. Snoop Robinson won Best Cinematographer overseas in the Eastern European Awards. One of his compadres, Christopher Norman, is nominated for Best Drone Shot. Our fight choreographer won Best Action Fighting Sequence.
Mm-hmm.
So with all those things in place, yeah, the big names, and we did that without big names. Now,
Mm-hmm.
without those big names, I'm pretty sure if we had, a Michael B. Jordan or somebody in there, more people would be more inclined to watch, but that's where your marketing comes into play. And if we do hire somebody, a recognizable name, then they need to show me they're going to take this just as serious as they would $1 million set. Just
Right.
because we indie films, don't show up on set with your script in your hands and you still trying to learn your lines.
Yeah.
I need you to study it, get in character, because your performance, we feed off each other as actors. So your
Mm-hmm.
performance will affect the next person. And
Yeah.
if your mode is down, then the whole scene mode is going to be down. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, it does. So even because you know how like you said, they do call Tubi actors, and which we know that doesn't even make sense, but they're actors. They're not Tubi actors, but
They actors.
you have some actors that their movie are on Tubi that you see that they're known and they got big following. They act, I don't even want to say the acting might be mediocre, but would you hire those faces that you see them on a lot of movies, especially Tubi movies, but they got big following? Would that sway you in any way? The fact that they got this following, and you know that it can put more eyes on your project.
It's a couple of cats that I see from Detroit
Mm-hmm.
and a couple of cats I see from NYC. I've actually reached out to some of the young ladies in NYC, and shout out to Yana. She's from NYC. She's in Texas. She has a couple of films on Tubi now. Deformation is one, and a couple of more. And she linked me up with some of these people. Um, it's how can I say this? If they have the talent and the attitude, if they have the following, that's all the better. My thing is, are you gonna help push the film?
Right.
Yeah, no, it's not in your contract, but I want you to be proud of your work. I was so proud of Older Man, Younger Woman. I mean, I'm sorry, Ruthless Atonement, because everybody jumped on board. They were pushing stories out on Facebook, on TikTok, and IG. Hey, this movie's coming out. Blah blah this, blah blah that, whatever. So some of those people, but if I hire somebody from out of town, because that's additional cost, they're gonna have to come. They're gonna have to show up and show out, because I have core actors that I use. And shout out to Lucretia Johnson and Santasha Nicole, who are our casting directors, that put together a lot of the cast for us. But they're gonna have to show up and show out. Popularity is, yeah, I could probably use their faces. Oh, this person's in it. Cool, I'm gonna watch it. You know what I'm saying? But again, I need you to take the project just as serious as you would take any other project. Just
Right.
because that's the big thing in that, because I'm one of those cats that's gonna call your director on your last project. Hey, how's this person to work with? Because like you said, you don't want that negative energy on your stuff.
Right.
I need
Exactly.
somebody that's gonna come to say, yes, you may have 2 million followers. Can you be able to get along with everybody else to make the flow and the process a lot smoother?
Right. Would you make it a requirement? Because that's when I was looking at the comments. Lucretia, that's her name, John.
Yeah, Lucretia Johnson. She
Yeah.
is the Viola Davis of Dallas. I'm telling you.
Uh-oh,
If
I'm,
you
I'm I'm writing the name down because
write that
hey,
name
I might
down.
have to get
Yeah,
you over here.
yeah. Get on up, and she'll get up there. She'll get right on up to New York. She'll get up
Well, you
there.
know
I got.
what? No. I'm from New York, but I relocated. I'm in Georgia now.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
yeah, I've been
All
here
right.
a year. But yeah, I might have to. I'm definitely getting in contact with her. I'm gonna check out.
I
But
can
I
give
was
you.
gonna ask.
I can give you a couple. I can give you a couple names to check out, male and female, that are totally dope. They are totally awesome, exceptionally talented, and will come onto your set, kick ass, and be cool.
I like the lead guy that you man. Since we talking about this, we could talk offline, but I like the lead guy in Atonement. I like
Oh,
him.
you're talking about Mr. A.D. Scott.
I like him. He's
That
good.
is my dude. A.D. Scott is that dude. Uh,
hmm
he was the first AD, because that's one of those cats that can be behind the camera, in front of the camera. He's also a director.
Okay.
Uh, so he was my first AD on Older Man, Younger Woman, and The Message. He had little small roles in both of those films. And this one, I wanted it to be his breakout role, because you're talking about somebody. And shout out to my dude. He never missed a rehearsal for fight training. Um, he would come to set uh, focused. He would, and everybody down here knows his work ethic and his grind. But when you see him get to himself, and he came ready every single time, every single day, and it's a lot of weight to carry a movie. Never missed that was one of the few times actors that, as many lines as I gave him, never missed a beat, never missed a line.
Wow.
And the way I wrote it in my head, he performed it exceptionally. He won
Wow.
4 Best Actor awards, again, internationally and domestic.
Wow. Yeah. Man, that's impressive. Yeah, I'm gonna I'm like I said, I'm gonna talk to you offline about some of your actors. I see Lakeisha says she will travel. So
Oh yeah, Lucretia, get there.
all right, I'm
She gonna get
definitely I'm
there.
definitely
She gonna get there. She gonna get there.
But
Now
she
do
made
me a
a good
favor.
point.
Now don't pay her so much money, like when she come back home. Then she expected me to pay her thousands of dollars, because you sitting over there and you done got her down in Georgia and get her all spoiled and stuff. I'm still gonna need her.
But do you think she made a good point? Because I do notice that sometimes it's hard to get the actors in their own project to promote. And I've even put in my new agreements because I'm doing a new project in January.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And we doing today is gonna be the last actual table read today. And after that, y'all on your own. Y'all got 3 weeks, to prepare, and then we shoot in like around the
Wait a minute,
16th of January.
how did I miss your audition? See, that's what I'll be talking about. See, black folks right there. I would have loved to audition for your thing, for
I
your
put it
part.
up in. I did put it up in black. A lot of the groups on Tubi, not Tubi. I'm sorry, Facebook, Instagram, especially on Facebook. I put it up in all the groups, black filmmakers and actors, so and so. I
I
put
can
it
tell
up
you
in all
what,
the
I'm not
groups.
gonna miss another one. I can guarantee you that. I would love to work with you.
All right, yeah, that look, that sounds good. Yeah, so but I'm every other month I'm doing new films, so I'm definitely gonna get in contact with you for the next one
Right
after
on.
this one. But she put in a good point. A lot of times the actors do not want to promote. I guess they feel like their job. You hired me as an actor, not a, but you should want to promote what you're in. It makes no sense to me. You
That
should want to do that.
me and Snoop Robinson and Rock White have had this discussion multiple times. No, it is not in the contract that you have to promote. That was the whole thing with Monique, with Precious, and all of that stuff, and everything like that. But again, we are on the indie side. We are
Mm-hmm.
constantly on our grind. Hey, come watch me. Come
Mm-hmm.
watch me, because every film, people don't realize that every film that you do is nothing more than a glorified audition. I found a lot of actors on other people's projects. Oh,
Yes.
that person got something.
Mm-hmm.
That person got, wait a minute, I think, maybe I found Jada J. She played Nadia in the film, the Xavier's sister. I
Okay.
found her on somebody else's project. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Jamal Randall. Although they had him tagged as the funny man down here, when he got a dramatic role, he absolutely killed it, and somebody found him. Now he has a lead role in a dramatic sense. So, with that being said, I hope to have an environment on set to keep people excited enough to promote. Um, I can't, because if you're excited about the project and your work, if you're serious about this, right,
Mm-hmm.
then you should. I don't care if I'm walking through a scene. Hey, man, the blink, you might miss me, but I'm in this project.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So I prefer to tend to gravitate to people who that will promote.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, I tend to do that, because if on the acting side, once you finish with the project, okay, I'm done and I'm on to the next project. We live with this for the next 10, 12 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We live with this. So, when my brother Mason, Dev, the actor, he's always promoting. He played Dump in the movie. He's the one who eyeball got popped out.
Oh boy.
Um, uh, Cherry, who did the makeup, that's somebody
Mm-hmm.
else you may want to look into.
What's the name?
Her name is Cherry Haycraft Rodriguez. She's the SFX artist.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you like the blood spatter, the knife going in the head, the eyeball falling out, all of that stuff, that's Cherry.
Okay.
That's Cherry. C. Scott, Devon C. Scott, that's the fight choreographer and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and everything like that. So I mean, just look at the credits, you'll see who's what and everything. So
And where they at? These people, they all out there in Texas?
they all out here in Texas.
Okay.
Like, this is our third film, and we're looking to expand. So like I said, I got my eye on a couple of cats out of Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
I got my eye on a couple of cats out there in NYC.
Mm-hmm.
I see a strong cat out in Florida. His name is Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
And the other dude in NYC, his name is Ricardo. Um, his name is Ricardo. You'll see him, because we're still going to finish Defiled Adolescence, 10 Toes Down 2. We started filming it, but life got to life and we had to shut down production.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to restart that probably November of next year. So we're looking to expand out to different places and stuff like that, because there is a small circle of talent here in the DFW.
Mm-hmm.
Dynamic circle. And I saw that quote, and it may have been in your group or one of the Tubi groups. that talk about, we see the same people in the same films all the time. So you switch that up by, if this person, give me an example. Jada J is this big. You saw how skinny she was. She had never had a fighting role before. So I purposely put her in a role that she has never been in before. So her face is always fresh.
Right.
That makes sense?
It does.
A.D. Scott is the smooth. Wait till you talk to him. He's the smooth cat on the phone. He's smooth. Yeah, what's up, bro? All of that stuff. So, no, that's his nickname for real, A.D. Smooth.
Oh,
And
Eddie Smooth. Okay.
yeah, and so that being said, I wanted to put him in a role to where he can show his levels, his
Right.
anger, and all of that stuff. Lanita Bryant, she had some roles, but nothing. I can't say nothing significant. She had roles that I want to show her being the loving wife, the sex symbol ish type thing. Santasha Nicole was always the vixen. I wanted to show her in a different role as far as fighting and all of that stuff and everything. So just know, if you get cast in one of my projects, it's going to be in a role that you've never had before.
Right.
It's not. It's going to be in a role that's going to challenge you.
Right.
I think that's our job as directors. Why would I cast you if you're a gangster in this movie? Why would I cast you as a gangster in my movie?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I want to give the audience something different.
Yeah, and you give the person a chance not to be typecast and be able to, that's a
the
challenge for
opportunity.
them. They should want roles that challenge them,
Right. If
besides
they
the easy
serious.
role.
If they serious.
Yeah, exactly. But I had to adapt to now for this new project. I put in my agreement that you got to promote. It's nothing big. But like, even if you're just doing it on social media, you have to promote. Because I'm always the one that no matter what, I'm always going to promote mine. Forget that. I don't care if nobody else promote, I'm going to promote. But I feel like you as an actor, you should believe in that project. Or otherwise, you shouldn't have took it then. If you don't believe in it, then why did you accept the role?
You're saying that my executive producer, shout out to Hoojarel Jones, who is the president of Clearwater Production and the founder of Clearwater Production, and also Ezekiel in the movie. He's working on language and on upcoming contracts. When this movie drops, you have to promote X times on this platform, that platform, this platform, or whatever the situation is. Because if nobody knows about your film, nobody's going to watch it. We can't just rely on our distribution company, because their job is to get the film distributed. It's our job still, and our marketing teams, to get the film, get people to watch the film, and and the high tide raises all ships. You have friends on Facebook that don't know anything about me. I have friends on Facebook that don't know anything about you. But if I'm in one of your projects and I'm pushing your films, that's going to raise visibility, not only for ourselves personally, but for the entire project as a whole.
Right.
So I totally agree with you on that.
Yeah, that's just the way it has to be, only because I guess they look at it, well, that's your project. Yeah, it's my project, but you're a part of it. And like I said, we're going to promote regardless. If nobody else promote, we as the filmmaker, the director, we're going to promote it. But
it takes 5 minutes to put out a Facebook post. It takes 5 minutes to do a TikTok. It takes 5 minutes.
It doesn't take much at all.
Right.
Let's talk about some of the projects. Can you name some of the past, what you're working on, what you got coming up for 2026, some of the stuff you got out now? And by the way, look, I've seen Atonement. That one is in every category. You on the board, boy. I see you in all kind of categories. Y'all, congratulations to y'all. Y'all doing it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Our first film, Older Man, Younger Woman, is out. It came out in 2023. The Message came out in 2024, and now Ruthless Atonement is out in 2025.
Okay.
Please go check those out. What we have coming up is a film called Baby Daddy Blues. I'm in the finalization of writing that script and starting pre-production on that. I probably want to start that mid to late January, because I want to start shooting April, May-ish.
Okay.
Then right after that, we're going to finish Defiled Adolescence in November, 10 Toes Down 2. Then 2027, there is a horror film that we want to do. Because with Clearwater, we just don't want to get you used to certain things all the time. We want you to never know what type of film's coming next.
Right.
So 2027, we have the horror film that's coming out. We have another drama coming out 2027 called Inherent Moments. Then we have Ruthless Atonement 2. That script is finished, although I ain't told nobody, so don't tell nobody. Ruthless Atonement 2 coming out because I left everybody on a little cliffhanger there. So
Right.
we our slate is pretty much filled um, all the way to 2030. Our distribution deal, we have 20 films with Buffalo Eight. Shout out to our distribution company. And
Buffalo 8.
well, once we shoot it, we got to distribute it, and they're gonna put us on 12 to 15 platforms every single time we come out the box. Every single time we come out. So with that being said, we got those things coming up next.
Yeah, wow. Yeah,
Please follow
shout out to
Clearwater
Buffalo
Productions.
8. They're pretty good, Buffalo 8.
Yeah. Please follow
Um,
Clearwater Productions on Instagram, Facebook. Um, Follow us on Actors Access. Follow us on IMDb. You can follow me personally, Benet Embry, and it's just Benet Embry on all my social media. I ain't fancy having no nicknames, no shit like that. You can follow Hudrell Jones. He is the CEO, president, and founder of Clearwater Productions. If you follow those three channels, you will see our casting calls, and we're gonna and then Actors Access and also IMDb. If you follow us on those platforms, you'll never miss what we got coming up next.
okay, wow. Y'all, like I said, hats off. You're doing a wonderful job. And when I was watching Atone, what's the full name of it?
Ruthless Atonement.
Ruthless Atonement. When I was watching it, I was saying to myself, wow, I like everything. Audio was good. The visual was good.
Thank you so much.
Shot choices was good. The acting everything was excellent, but it was different. It's different, and
Right.
that's what I liked about it. It just was different. It's a lot of movies that it's like recycled storylines to me.
Right.
And this was like different to me. Everything was different. Just the actor, that lead actor, his approach to everything, it just was completely different, and it drew me to it because it's not like something that I'm used to seeing. It just was different. I don't know. I feel like that could be on any network.
Well, we
That
feel
could
the
be on
same.
HBO. That could be on Showtime. That could be on.
Well,
That's
we
what
feel
I
the
feel about it.
well, we feel the same way too, man. And thank you so much for that. And I will, as a writer, that really makes me feel good because when I was writing it, I didn't want it to be the typical power BMF type deal. I wanted to have a message with it. Again, that goes back to the entertainment and education and entertainment piece of it. Because I want to say, damn, why is he killing folks like that?
Right.
Damn, man, that's messed up. But man, you mess with mine, man. Yeah, you may have to get it. You know what I'm saying? So you want to appeal to the humanity and
Right.
appeal to the intelligence, the humanity. What would you do in that situation? You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? That's why I say it does us no good, fellow filmmakers, to put out movies that doesn't at least appeal to that. Now, entertainment is entertainment. I get it, but let's do it within due bounds per se, so we can give the audience, because nobody's going to take us seriously if we just here's my iPhone, let's film some stuff, okay, and throw it up there. And shout out to Tubi for giving independent black filmmakers, especially independent black filmmakers, an opportunity to shine. Plex and Manza, that's based out of NYC. All of those cats. I appreciate them at least giving us the opportunity because we didn't have anywhere else to go.
We didn't. That's right.
Our scripts will still be sitting on our desk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's hard to get into that other circle per se.
It is. It is. Look, I want to give you the opportunity. Any shout outs, any last minute words? Because look, when the interview good, sometimes I normally do 30 minutes, right? But I let it go where it go, But I gotta finish because we got table reads today later on, and I'm still tweaking this episode. But yeah, I just want to give you. I could talk to you forever though. But yeah, I want to just give you this time. Any last minute shout outs? Um,
Shout out to the cast and crew of Older Man, Younger Woman. Thank you for rocking with me. That stars Kenny Gardner, Diamond, Kirsten, and Alex Ryan Brown. Shout out to the cast of The Message. That's Santosh Nicole, Sarah Rochelle, Raquel Belt, Rachel Garrett, Ashley L'Oreal Davis. Somebody else to write down, Ashley L'Oreal Davis.
mm-hmm.
And definitely shout out to the cast of Ruthless Atonement. Um, and Lucretia Johnson for The Message. 80 for shout out to the cast of Ruthless Atonement, A.D. Scott, Jamal Randall, Santosh Nicole, Jada J, Hudrell Jones, Lenina Bryant. A special shout out. Oh, my wife is in the movie. Shout out to her.
Okay,
she
yeah.
she plays the nurse. She gave herself a line. I was like, that one in the script. I need to tell him what he was. She played one of the nurses, her and her sister.
Okay.
She was in the movie. That's that last second stuff when somebody don't show up. My wife is a nurse. Hey, babe, I need you to bring your scrubs and come here now. And
That's
so,
dope.
yeah. Shout out to my dude Snoop. Shout out to all the Dallas filmmakers: Snoop Robinson, Rock Wright, Jason Ivey, Kendra, Rainey King, Damon Rainey King, DeMarcus Bailey. Who else is worth mentioning? Those cats are really Yana from NYC straight to the heart of Texas. Uh, um, um, Creighton, Keegan Creighton, all of those cats. Dallas is definitely doing some big things. Be sure and check out his family's coming out Smoking Ashes on the 3rd, which my daughters are in. My daughters and my niece are in. So yeah, shout out to everybody who had a hand in the process in mentorship and educating me.
Mm-hmm.
And also shout out to all the indie filmmakers. Listen up, man. Don't let people get you down. Do what you can, do what you got to do, and keep pushing and progressing forward. We support you down here in Texas. So keep making it do what it do. Keep your head up, stay strong. Take the negativity with a grain of salt because they can't do what you do. You understand what I'm saying?
100%.
And keep going forward.
That's
I guess
right.
that's about it. And my Lord
Look,
and
I
Savior
thank
Jesus
you so
Christ.
much. Definitely thank you for coming and chopping it up with me today. Definitely appreciate it. I'm getting ready to tune into everything you talk. I took my notes. I'm gonna tune into a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna get in contact with a lot of these people,
Oh,
and we're gonna make it do what it do.
oh, hey, it's some people, it's some quarter horses down here now.
Mm-hmm.
It's some quarter horses down here. And if you want to know who they are and what the deal is, from my opinion, I'm definitely gonna turn you on to them.
All right, look, I appreciate it, and I'm gonna reach out when this, I would say February, March. I got some stuff. I'm gonna reach out to you with these new projects coming up.
Yeah, you got Kenny Gardner, you got Antoine, Akron Watson, just anybody who's led in my films. Check them out.
Okay.
Check them out. If they
For
haven't,
sure.
check them out. Victoria Alexander, she's up and coming. You have Kelsey Jones up and coming. You got Shay Lester up and coming. Let's talk.
Okay. Thanks again. I definitely appreciate you being a part.
Thank you. I appreciate it, ma'am.
All right, and you have a good one. God
You too.
bless.
God
All
bless.
right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get out of here. Oh.
You just, you exit. All right, all right, y'all. So that was that great interview. That was a good show with filmmaker, writer, director extraordinaire Benet. Man, he's the truth. And we do this every week. So yesterday we interviewed Libby Williams, who's an excellent actress. So yeah, follow them. If you're not there, send them out a friend request. These are definitely people to know. All right. So look, we out, but not tomorrow, next weekend. I don't know who the guest is yet, but We're gonna have a show next weekend, the week after, and then a couple of weeks I go into production, so it may be a little tricky. But anyway, look, y'all be blessed, y'all. I'm out. I gotta get this script to these actors. I know they waiting on it. Peace, y'all.